I have been slowly but surely building out my new garden here in Florida. In addition to finding all of the furnishings for my indoor home, I've been dying to get my herb garden set up. I have these 3 beautiful planters, and I've been keeping this one Crescent Garden True Drop planter empty for some plants that my friend Janey has sent me for a little holiday plant swap. I sent her indoor plants, she has sent me outdoor plants, and I'm so excited, so let's dive in. Growing joy. A butterfly. Hi plant friends, I'm Maria. I'm here to help you care for plants and grow joy. And what a joyful video to be making you today. A sweet plant shop with my friend Janey from Dig Plant Water Repeat. I hope you follow her. She is an incredible outdoor gardener in Zone 9, and she has been helping me on the podcast as I have been acclimating, both my garden and myself have been acclimating to my new life here in Florida in Zone 10B after living in Zone 5B for so long. So Janey and I were talking, and we decided that it would be really fun to send each other plants for the holidays based off of our expertise. So Janey has sent me a whole selection of gorgeous plants to fill this planter, and I have sent her some amazing house plants for her indoor home and a really fancy grow light. So the idea of this plant swap is you'll watch me plant up my outdoor garden, and then you can head over to her channel and watch her unpack all of the beautiful house plants and grow lights that I sent her. If you don't know Janey, she has a garden that is drool worthy. She has been so helpful to me in this time of adjustment. She is so insightful and just good vibes in general. I love her. So if you've been following me for a while, you know that I love my Crescent Garden True Drop self-watering planters, particularly now that I live in Florida. I've got my herb garden and a micro dwarf tomato set up. I have Limey, my lime tree over here. He's growing a lime. If you've been an OG follower, you know this was an indoor lime tree that I had in my tiny New York City apartment. I moved him down to Florida to live with my mom, and when we moved to Florida, I took him back, and now this container. It's self-watering, which is great because I'm still adjusting to learning how to water my plants in this hot weather. And I was talking to Janey, and I'm hoping to give it a little bit of a holiday spin. I've noticed that all of my neighbors are very into holiday decorations, and we don't have any holiday decorations, but I was thinking that it would be really nice to have some sort of festive holiday planter outdoors that welcomes my guests as they come into my house. So Janey sent me a video explaining everything that I need to know about the plants that she sent me, because these are plants that I haven't been working with ever because I've never used them in my old 6B home, right? We're in a new tropical territory. So Janey made a video explaining everything. Let's watch the video together, and then we'll come back here. I'll show you all the plants. We'll do a little unboxing and plant them up together. So without further ado, here's Janey.
Hi Maria, Janey here from Dig Plant Water Repeat, coming at you from all the way across the country in California. Happy holidays, my sweet friend. I am so excited that we got to do this gift exchange for you. I'm so excited to get your gift in the mail, and I'm so excited for you to open my gift as well. First off, I want to say congratulations on your move from New York to Florida. Wow, that is like moving to a whole nother country, but you are going to be so excited. As an outdoor gardener, an ornamental gardener, when I hear you talk about living in Zone 10, Florida, I get so excited. I'm so excited for you. And your zone is very, very similar to kind of like houseplant zones. So you're going to have so much fun. So my holiday present to you, I definitely wanted to get you some plants that you could pot up in one of your outdoor containers now that you live in Florida and you can have outdoor containers in the middle of winter. So I sent over a couple plants from Proven Winners, and I want to go over them with you right now. But first I want to talk about styling your containers outside, because there are some really, really easy tips that you can follow to make a gorgeous container. So there are a lot of different ways that you can style outdoor containers to really make a statement in your garden. So one of the ways that you can do for styling your pot is what's called a monopot. And a monopot is the easiest one. It's probably my favorite because all you do is you take a bunch of one type of plant and you fill that pot up with one type of plant. It's a way to really focus your attention on that specific plant, and you can pay attention to the details, and it's just about the easiest way of filling up a container that you have in your garden. Another way to plant up your containers in your garden is to have a focal plant, something that's really nice and tall, maybe even like a tree or something, or an arborvitae, and then underplanting it with smaller things. You usually want to plant that focal plant in the center of your container, and then do a circle of the smaller plants, maybe like a supertunia or maybe like a pansy if it's in the cooler season. And that's a really beautiful way that people style their pots. Probably the most popular and most common way to style your pots that I'm sure a lot of your viewers have heard of is the thriller, filler, spiller technique. So the thriller, filler, spiller is 3 different components that you put in a pot, and it just is very pleasing to the eye, and it allows you to combine a bunch of different plants in one container and really make a statement. So for the thriller, you have a really tall plant. That's what's going to give you the height. The filler kind of fills up, kind of gives you the chunk, right? Kind of fills up the pot and gives it the full look that you want to have. And then of course the spiller, as it sounds, that's the plant that spills down over the pot. And having those 3 as a combination together, I mean, it's just easy. It makes planting up containers a piece of cake. And so that's what I wanted to do for you, is I wanted to get you a thriller, filler, and spiller container that you can plant outside your new home. So let's talk about some of the plants that I have coming your way. The first one is the one I am most excited about and the most jealous of, and that is the Heart to Heart caladiums from Proven Winners. So I live in California and we're really hot, but we're also really dry. Since you live in Florida now, you're really hot, but you're very, very humid. And caladiums love that climate. So these caladiums are going to be like weeds growing for you. I sent you my favorite variety of Heart to Heart caladiums, which is called Snow Flurry. And it's this beautiful white caladium. It has white speckles on it with this green, bright green background. And it is a heart-shaped leaf. And so how cute to look at the leaves that are heart-shaped and have the white speckles on it. I know you don't get snow where you live. I don't get snow either, but these snow flurries can bring a little bit of snow into our lives. The next plant I sent over your way is called Wild Berry Coral Bells, or heuchera. And this is a beautiful plant. It's my favorite variety of heuchera because of the berry color of the foliage. So heuchera, you actually grow mainly for the foliage as opposed to the flowers. There are some flowers that will come. They're very, very pretty. They're kind of wispy and ethereal, but it's really the foliage on heuchera that you're focusing on. And this variety is called Wild Berry because it has almost this burgundy pink berry color of foliage that's gorgeous. In a lot of places of the country, a heuchera is actually herbaceous, which means it dies back to the ground in the winter. But for you and I, zones 9 and 10, it's mild enough that it'll actually keep its foliage all winter long. So it's a great winter interest plant for us. Another plant that I sent you is a type of plant that I'm officially obsessed with, and I have them all over my garden, and they are called mangaves. So mangaves are a mix between a manfreda and an agave. So basically an agave is that beautiful kind of architectural style plant, but agave grow so slowly. Mangaves, with the combination of manfreda, the manfreda brings in a much faster growth habit and then some beautiful colors like this one that I sent you here. The cool thing about mangaves is they can handle whatever conditions you give it. What I mean by that is when you plant a succulent looking plant like this, a lot of times you think, oh, this is kind of like a succulent, or a, you know, like you would treat it like a cactus and you have to keep it more dry. The cool thing about mangave is it can handle dry conditions, but it can also handle wet conditions like the caladium might need or something like that. And so it can handle being put in a pot, and it will be happy with its friends there in the pot, and it'll grow beautifully, and you're going to be obsessed with it, I promise. Then I also sent you some needlepoint ivy that you can use as a spiller to grow down and out. And then, I know I didn't send this one to you, but I couldn't really get it to you in the mail. I know how much you love your Norfolk pines. They are beautiful, and that is another plant that I wish I could have outside because it's only hardy down to zone 10 and I'm zone 9B. So I was thinking you could use one of your beloved Norfolk pines as a thriller in this container. So for the container, you're going to have a Norfolk pine for the height. For the filler, you're going to have the white caladium, the berry heuchera, and then the purple mangave. And then for a spiller, you're going to have that wonderful ivy that's just going to spill over and grow beautifully. So let me know if you have any questions about planting this container, but you got it. If you can do houseplants, you can do outdoor plants, because believe me, houseplants are harder. Anyway, a huge thank you, Maria. Happy holidays. Enjoy the Florida winter. I'm jealous. Mwah! I hope you have a chance to get in your garden today.
So plants arrived from Janey over multiple different days. So let's go to the first unboxing. I'm in a different outfit, obviously, and I'll show you all the goodies I got. All right, so I just got home to a beautiful surprise. I was not expecting this plant to arrive so quickly, but Janey sent me the first set of plants for our beautiful plant swap, so I figured I would open them with you. So these are from Proven Winners. Oh, these are the caladiums. I planted these in my sister's garden. Oh my gosh. So gorgeous. Oh my goodness gracious. One of my favorite things about this caladium is that it has a little red dot in the center. And since I'm planting this up for the holidays, this is the perfect Christmas plant. I'm so excited. Okay, so we had a little bit of an unboxing fail for the rest of the plants. My sweet husband, I love him so much, thought that he was being helpful when the other plants arrived and actually unboxed them himself. So this is the array. I'm sorry, we only got to unbox on camera these gorgeous caladiums. But I have to say, I do think that they're like the absolute stunner of the bunch. They are so gorgeous. I totally love what Janey said about having the snow flurry in my tropical area. They're going to be such a beautiful centerpiece. Like I said, the red centers are so beautiful, but they literally look like they're covered in snow and they're so gorgeous. But I wanted to show you what else arrived. So the mangave is so beautiful, and I love that there are little hints of purple in it, which is going to be so beautiful for this Hochura, I believe is how she pronounced it.
Heuchera.
Hochura. And I love that on the photo that she said in her video, it like bushes out, but it also looks like it'll trail. So I want to kind of play with that as I plant everything up. But I love this berry color for a holiday arrangement because I feel like that berry gem tone is very festive and these play so beautifully together. And then, I mean, come on, this little ivy is so beautiful, and the way that it's just going to like spill out all over the container is going to look so beautiful. And I also do have a Norfolk Island pine. They're one of my favorite holiday plants. I'm growing multiple as houseplants right now, and so I thought if there's space, let's definitely use it as the thriller filler spiller. Yeah, let's definitely use it as the thriller. But I could also see if we don't have enough space in the container to just use these as the thriller. But I love, this is going to look so beautiful. I am like so beyond excited. So let's get the container prepped with soil, and also let's fill it up with water and get to planting. Welcome to Florida. As I was trying to plant my plant up, this little froggy, I guess he was sleeping in here. Come on, little man, you got to get out. I don't know if you can see, but he literally won't leave my side now. I guess he's my little gardening buddy. You're gonna get smooshed, buddy. If you want to hang, you can, though. He literally won't leave me alone. You're a little cutie boy. Hi, little man. So my kind of thought is that I wonder, like, if I do heuchera on one side with the mangave nestled next to it, and then we have the spiller here. So I think this is going to work. We're going to take my pine and put it at the back. Then we'll have a layer of caladium, and then we'll have the filler and spillers on the front. I think it's going to look gorgeous. I do want to prep the soil with Biotone Starter Plus, Biospoma Organic first. So let's prep the soil. We'll plant everything up, and then we'll prep the container because we're going to have to fill it, and I'll show you how I do that. I'm so excited I can't even stand it. Let's do it. I measure Biotone with my heart and not a measuring cup. I don't know if that's good or if that's bad. I am so obsessed with how this turned out. I love that there's like a little bit of an irregularity, like it's not perfectly symmetrical. I think it's so fun. Now I want to prep the self-watering aspect of this planter because it's so important because of the Florida heat. So the way that these true drop planters work is you fill them up and there's this little like water monitor that as you fill like comes up to the top, and then you see when it lowers, you refill it. So I'm gonna refill this, and then I'm also gonna top water everything in because the self-watering system doesn't really kick in until the roots like establish into the planter. So I'm gonna fill it up, give everybody a top water, and then I have a special little holiday addition that I wanna show you. Okay, here's where it gets really fun. I stopped by the dollar store today, jingle, jingle, and got a few things. I love the dollar store so much. First off, look at this little Nomi boy I found. These are little necklaces, but I was thinking if I turn them into one long garland, this could be decor for my balsam, my Norfolk pine. And just one like that. It'd be cute if it like draped here. Oh yeah, that's super cute. So my next question is, where do I put this little guy? Do I put him kind of in the back? He's like coming up through the caladium. Is that like the cutest thing you've ever seen? Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Hey! Jingle bells, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. I love that my little Nomi friend is going to welcome all the visitors over the holiday season. Janey, thank you so much. I've thought about it. I've never done like an ornamental container. I've only ever done edibles or cut flowers. I've never done a truly ornamental container, and I think we knocked it out of the park for my first one. Thank you so much for all of these beautiful plants. My favorite of the bunch, I have to say, I'm playing favorites. My favorite is absolutely this caladium. It is making me so happy, and I love the red dot, the berry tone, the purple of the mangave, like it's just working. It's just working. I love it so much. What a beautiful holiday gift. Happy holidays, Janey, and happy holidays to you, my plant friends. As always, keep growing joy.